Hey all, welcome to Mindful Eating Monday. I'm Melissa. I am a registered dietitian and registered yoga teacher here at Georgia State University. And we are just going to sit in this virtual community and eat together. So if you haven't had a chance, go ahead and grab your food. Grab something to eat, whether that be dinner, lunch, like very late lunch, or maybe it is just a snack, something to kind of give you a little bit of a break from your day and your studies. So I'm so glad that y'all have joined me today. If you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna put up the pin attendance. So if you're able to log into your PIN account, your Panther Involvement Network, and fill out your survey so we can just kind of assess if this is helpful for you or it helps us kind of build programming. Also, we could, if you wanted to click onto our profile, for GSU Healthy Habits, in the link tree, there is a link to the Mindful Eating Journal and a Mindful Eating playlist. So something that you can listen to when you are practicing your mindful eating. So the journal will look like this. We'll have a little bit of a scale between 1 to 10, 1 being this is the hungriest I've been, 10 being the fullest I've ever been. So we kind of use this to assess where we're at before we're eating. And then there's a journal that you can fill out either before you eat, during you eat, like while you're eating, or after you eat. So that's a little bit of a resource for you. And if you're just joining us, go ahead and grab something to eat. And then the first thing we'll do with the mindful eating is we'll kind of assess where we're at on that hunger fullness scale, right? So again, 1 being the hungriest I've ever been and 10 being like the fullest I've ever been. So I feel like maybe I'm at teetering between a 2 and a 3. So like not quite hangry, but like getting close because I did not eat enough lunch today. If you notice, some of the questions on your journal is assessing how many hours of sleep you got, because that can affect hunger, what your energy level, stress level, because that can kind of affect hunger levels as well. And then general mood, right? Because our mood can also affect our hunger levels. So we'll go ahead and start the process. If you haven't already gotten something to eat, go ahead and grab it. And then we'll start taking 3 breaths together. So you can maybe close your eyes, release your jaw. If you are a person of prayer, maybe this is your time to give thanks. And then we'll inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Again, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Last time, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. And we want to engage all of the senses with the mindful eating. So how food looks, how it smells, how it tastes, how it feels. So I have my green curry here and it smells spicy. It has a little green tint to it. So go ahead and look at your food, smell it, and notice that sensation. Sometimes when we smell our food, it can actually stimulate us getting ready to eat. So is your mouth watering? Are you getting hungry, or is there a grumble in your tummy? So taking in those aromas, looking at the plate. That's why plating at restaurants is so important, because we actually eat with our eyes too. And then you could maybe move the food around a little bit, grab a bite, bringing it close to your mouth, go ahead and take a taste. Chewing nice and slow, noticing what's happening in your mouth, noticing the flavors. Because I'm having Thai food, it's sweet, it's salty, it's spicy. So many things going on right now. There's some vegetables in it, so I'm hearing a crunch. And then after you've noticed all of these things, what are the flavors that are coming out? What are the sounds? Right, we have our mindful music playing in the background as just a little bit of a distraction for those who are oversensitized by chewing. But just notice what's going on in your own meal. And then again, going through that process again, looking at your food, noticing the flavors, smelling your food, and then tasting. And challenge yourself to take a few more bites than you normally would do. If you normally chew 10 chews, see if you can chew 12 before you swallow. See if you can really kind of elongate the process of that chewing so you can really kind of get into the flavors. So go ahead and guide yourself through the process. I will be here guiding myself through the process and eating with you. And then notice, does it feel uncomfortable? What sensations are coming up? Sometimes when we sit with ourselves, it can feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. Note that, maybe write it in your journal. Well, that's something to reflect on later on, to think about why that might happen. Notice if there's maybe more satisfaction. That can happen with mindful eating because we're prolonging the process. We're really, really taking time to be present with our food and noticing all the flavors, which can be satisfying. And then see if you could, to help prolong the process, see if you could get in the habit of putting your spoon or fork or hands down in between your bites and not pick it back up again until you have fully chewed that piece and swallowed. Right, again, prolonging the process and really being present with one bite at a time. Something that can help with this is having a napkin next to you, putting your fork down, giving yourself a little bit of a wipe before you have another bite. I was actually trained to do this years ago. My mom put me through charm school, and that was one of the things, one of the etiquettes was to put your fork down, wipe your mouth, finish chewing before we ate a little more. And I didn't realize at the time how much this would help me later on as an adult, to kind of just sit in the moment and to eat mindfully. So whether it's etiquette or not etiquette, we don't care. The point is we want to prolong the process and be totally present with one bite at a time, right? One chew at a time. Some of the journal prompts. What emotions are you experiencing? Welcome them. Know that's okay. It's okay. They can be a full range of emotions. Know that it's okay. And maybe note feelings towards food. Again, a full range of feelings, right? You can be satisfied. You can be kind of mixed feelings about food, especially when we're talking about relationship with food. It could be, especially if we're having something that reminds us of a happy time and place, right? So like ice cream could remind us of the summertime, or having that ice cream when we were younger. So those feelings could be there too. So it can be feelings of comfort. It can be feelings of discomfort, feelings of pleasure, feelings of displeasure. It can be just totally neutral. And again, all of them are welcome. It's just a little bit more insight into what's going on and to help kind of unpack so that you can heal your relationship with food, and so you can get back in touch with that internal wisdom of hunger and fullness, right? So note any other things that are coming up right now. We'll take a few more bites. Before we assess our hunger fullness again. I know that it can be a little challenging to eat a whole meal mindfully, but can we just take a few bites mindfully? Can we just have those first few moments be really, really mindful in the moment, savoring the moment before we move on? So let's go ahead, take a few more deep breaths. We'll take 3 breaths and then let's reassess, right? Going back to that hunger fullness scale, which is also really important to do somewhere in the middle of your meal and then again at the end of your meal. Again, so you can know how hunger and fullness present in your body. So let's go ahead and take 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Again, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Last time, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Going back to that hunger and fullness scale. 1 being most hungry I've ever been, 10 being most full I've ever been. Where do you feel like you're at? Where do you feel like you're at? I think I am inching a little bit more towards a solid 3, when before I was teetering maybe like a 2, 2.5. I'm more of like a solid 3, which makes sense because I've only eaten about a quarter of my meal, right? I'm still fairly hungry. I know that every feeling is welcome and it's just information. If you've gone a little too far in the fullness side, come back to your journal. What was your sleep level? What was your energy level? Hydration, which is not on here, I will add it. Hydration is also a factor. Stress, right? And this will help us kind of uncover what's going on and how hunger and fullness sits within us. So we are just about at the end of our session. If you're still eating, please feel free to continue to eat. Again, the mindful eating playlist, if you want some background music to just eat mindfully, is in our link tree in our bio, and the journals are in the link tree in the bio. Don't forget to click on for pin attendance, and we will be doing this every Monday in November. So I hope to see you next Monday at 6 p.m. We'll see you later, y'all. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining me.